Hello and welcome back to another installment of Poke Fodder. Sorry for the impromptu little 3-day hiatus, but in America it was a 3-day weekend and decided to spend a little time with friends and family, and unfortunately for Poke Fodder, that just meant that there wasn't a lot of time to put together a video and do commentary, things of that nature. So we're back now. And as you can see on the screen, yes, it does say the Rock Gym Cup. No, there's not a new Rock Gym Cup. But of importance is in the USA right now, it's the morning for most people as I'm recording this in the USA. In fact, yes, it is. It's morning, just barely for those on the East Coast. But if you will notice up here, you have until 2200 UTC to claim your gym rewards, which means if they hold true to what they've been doing, and I have no reason to believe they're not going to continue, that means that tomorrow morning we will have a new gym cup. I think dark fighting, if that's a thing, seems to be the lead vote getter as far as what we're going to have. So I did want to make you aware of that. Also, within the next few hours, monthly rankings are going to reset. So if you're going to be making that final push for your booster tickets, then you definitely want to get on top of that. If we go in and look, we will see that I'm pretty safe. I'm not going to make top 100. That would be the next level. And in fact, I stopped trying all day yesterday. In fact, I just played fun decks yesterday for the most part. Tried some banished decks, which I'll do some videos. Those are kind of fun when it works. When it doesn't work, it's kind of basically Zapdos can just melt through the deck. But when it works, it's a lot of fun. And if you are trying to make that final push, and it could be, by the time you see this video, it could have already reset, so just know that. I think they typically reset the rankings a little earlier than the start of the new day. But if you look, top 100 get 50 booster tickets. I would have loved to try to make a push for that. I'm not good enough. I mean, we'll just call a spade a spade. I'm not good enough to do that. But I am happy I will be getting 30 booster tickets. So we had a little hiccup there. You guys don't know it probably, but my game reset, and I thought maybe they reset the monthly. It doesn't look like they did. But what I was saying is, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't be opening my 30 booster tickets. I'd go ahead and save them. But because I like you guys, I'm going to open the 30 booster tickets whenever those come. And before you leave in the comments, when do I get my booster tickets? Typically, the reset will happen today. You'll get the booster tickets tomorrow. So just know that that is how it typically goes. That's how it's gone every time for me. If you don't have your tickets, maybe contact support, but contact them on the 2nd or maybe the 3rd. 1,001 to 2,000 get 20 tickets. 15 tickets, 10 tickets, 7 tickets, and then moving down from there. So there we go. I have nothing super special prepared for you guys today. It's kind of just back to the grind of league play, and so I've been messing around with a bunch of different decks. I'm currently using this deck. If you were on the Discord channel over the weekend, somebody posted a picture that I was running a Dio deck, and yes, sometimes I throw a Dio deck out there, and I'm terrible with it. But sometimes I do it anyways, because I like to put together videos for you guys. Sometimes I run banished decks. Yesterday I ran a total uncommon deck. So I put together a ton of different decks. And if it bothers some of you, and I have no idea why what deck I run would bother anybody, but if it bothers you, why? Because I show all kinds of different decks and videos in decks and makeups and everything. And if sometimes I want to run a Dio deck because I don't really ever run a Dio deck and I'm really not good with it, on top of that, there's no harm in me running different style decks. So, like, I'm not even going to apologize for running whatever deck that I want. And if that bothers you, then maybe you need to look in the mirror. But let's jump into a league game. Like I said, this is the deck I'm rolling with. And honestly, it's kind of ridiculous if you think about it, because I'm running 3 energy plates. I'm running steel, I'm running tropical, and I'm running flame. Oh, and we're going against Darkrai. Look at that. Which, if you don't know, I believe Darkrai will be the gym Pokemon reward for the upcoming gym. But the reason why I'm running so many energy plates, and it's really not going to come into play in this particular situation, is because I do come across so many Heatrons, so many Moltres, so many... I don't even know what this guy does. And we'll know more later, but it looked like there was a lot of purple. But so many people are running Pokemon that burn and things of that nature that I kind of was just thinking, well, what can I build to make myself as immune as possible to all the shenanigans that are going down? And that's what I came up with. It's working for me. I've won, like, I think I've won 4 in a row, because I won all my missions for today without losing. So I've won at least 4 in a row. I don't know what I did last night, quite honestly. But it really doesn't matter. Ranking is going to be reset. I didn't even really want to play a whole lot prior to. So what we're going to do is, that's actually a really bad matchup for us. So what we're going to do is we will just scoop him up. And we'll just throw him over here, and then we'll bring Heatran back out. I didn't really want to play just a whole lot today, simply because, not today, but this morning, because I wanted to wait till the rankings reset, but I had to do a video. That's what I like to see. So he's going to go back. And then we're going to make ourselves just a little bit stronger here. So the steel energy prevents my steel types from being frozen and gives them +10. Let's see. No, well, we're not going to be able to look. We'll check it out here in a minute. It takes weight off of them. That's what I believe it does. The flame energy is going to prevent me from getting frozen or burned, which is super nice and very, very helpful. It's come in clutch quite a bit. We have a really decent chance of knocking him out here. And the steel energy is also going to give my highest attack additional 10 on my steel types. And I've said it before, and I will say it again, I really want Lugia to get a little bit of a reworking. I have a really nice chain level Lugia, because I've pulled several from different gyms. For a while there, I pulled them regularly. Now we're going to get our first look at Darkrai, and pretty unimpressed with that. I know it was just one roll, but we'll see how Darkrai does. I think it could be interesting in some kind of a sleep deck. Maybe we can get some love from Snorlax again. That would be great. Maybe Snorlax gets a reworking. And he's just not going to give up on this. Well, he's going to have to give up now. I'm going to go ahead and use up a double chance here. And I'm going to go after... That might not be a great idea, because if I end up going to sleep here, that's bad news. But, ooh, and right on cue, we're in trouble. Oh. And that is exactly why I did the double chance. I don't know a whole lot about Darkrai, other than I believe he has the ability to put Pokemon asleep, and if I'm not mistaken, let's see what I want to do here. If I'm not mistaken, if he's next to you and you're asleep, ooh, that was lucky, then you get knocked out, and that's, if I'm not mistaken on that. If he never comes back out on the field, that'll be completely okay with me, actually. I'm actually not worried about Greninja, because with Cobalion next to Flareon, they're immune to gold attacks. So I would imagine my opponent knows this, but I guess not. That's really a shame that his Greninja wasted a 78 spin. And there we go. That is going to be a victory for the good guys. And you guys hate it when I do quick videos. That was a pretty quick game, so I will jump into one more game. And let's just see what happens. And as a heads up, this coming weekend, I know I just took a weekend off from the videos, and people missed it. That makes me feel good to hear. But this coming up weekend, I'm actually going on a little mini vacation, taking a 4-day weekend vacation, and I will not, more than likely, will not be doing videos on the road. That could change, but I would not plan on videos Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But if something changes, you guys will be the first to know, because I'll post a video. All right, what we want to do is, I actually want to go in and look at where his Gyarados gets to, because I wanted to plan who I was going to put up against Magikarp based on that information. Infernape is pretty scary with his drive kick, and he got a little bit of a reworking as well. He still has a really large miss. Oh, and one day people will learn that, like, I've said it before, but, and this guy's ranked 28, and 28 is not, like, you can't luck your way into being ranked 2800. At the same time, this Shuppet matchup, I've never seen it work. Like, maybe, I don't know. Like, maybe people are just know something that I don't know. But basically, if I wanted to, I could just hop over my Magikarp and attack his, and his Shuppet can't do anything. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know why people run this. I would love to get Electric Charge, or whatever it's called here. And I will tell you, one of the key ingredients in my thought process for building this deck was Gyarados, because decks that I was running previously, like, were, let's see, what do we want to do here? I can just give that up, I don't care. Gyarados would just go straight through, like, and I found that I was having so many problems stopping it. If I roll dodge, he loses his Infernape here. Oh, I see. It's gonna be like that. And there you go, there's Infernape. So, yeah. As I'm bashing his Shuppet cheese and not really paying, honestly, a whole lot of attention to what was going on, there you go. I guess I could have done something a little differently there. So, we're back. Videos are back. Sorry this was a short one, but, you know, we're kind of getting back into the groove of things. Be looking for a gym tomorrow, and if there is a gym tomorrow, you know where to come to get all the latest information. Ranking resets will happen soon, so be ready for that. Man, and until next time.